helping us feel a little godly on 96.3 Nation FM. This is the Morning Fix. Happy Friday. Happy Sherehe Sharia Friday.
Oh my goodness, it's just about to get late right here. Remember, Pale, if you can 8, turn your TVs to NTV. You're going to see us live. And of course, DJ E is going to be in the building to just make sure that we have a great conversation. In studio right now, we have Elizabeth Wanja and Thomas Oyuaki. They're here to talk about amazing stuff that concern all the youth on this World Youth Skills Day. It's a beautiful morning, and I hope that you're going to have nothing but fun. Salimieni watu tena?
Oh, wow. Elizabeth Waja, good morning, Kenyans. Good morning, youth.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Thomas Oyuaki.
Yes. Of course, we've been talking about your program, and I'd like to know how you got involved in it. Because there's so many young people who are looking at us right now, and they're like, how did they get involved in the program? How did you join in? And what, just talk to us a little bit about your personal impact.
Yeah, so I got involved with the Africa Center for Women and ICT in 2009. And funny enough, I actually went there as a student and was given an opportunity to be trained on a passion of mine around programming. Mm-hmm. And after the 3-month training program, I was able to be called back as an intern. So I started within the training space. I was very passionate about, being able to share the little knowledge that I had with, peers, especially women between the ages of 18 to 35 years old. And I worked there for close to 10 years right now. So I started as a trainer, moved into e-solution development, where I mainly managed some of the e-solutions and, different ideas within technology that they've been able to implement since then. And right now, as we speak, I work very closely with Elizabeth within the space of program management, but mainly around the space of e-solution development, especially when it comes to how we can be able to use technology to ensure that our young women and youth in general gain or access the training programs at a minimal fee.
I think the student became the master. Love it. I'm passing on that knowledge. And you guys partner with quite a few people in the space that you're in, collaborate with people. How do you decide who to collaborate with, and who are you currently partnered with, Elizabeth?
Oh, wow. We have several partnerships. We have several people we are collaborating with. I want to start by talking about our government, both county and national government. Yeah. As we implement the projects, we have worked closely with the Kenya Film Classification Board. That was a project that we were doing in digital content creation, and it was important to look at classification. We are implementing the digital services for agriculture project, and you cannot talk about agriculture without looking at the the agricultural research organization, a state agency that is helping us with digital content creation for the farmers. Apart from those national agencies, we have worked with the county government, and this includes the county government of Laikipia, Turkana, Kisumu, Nyeri, among many others. And when we talk about the county government, it's both at the Tvets level. That's something that we'll discuss in length. It's also about the different sectors that they have, whether it's the SMEs. I've talked about the agriculture, I've talked about health, and so many other programs that we are implementing with the county government. It's also important to say that Acwict is donor-funded, and that means that we have several financial partners that support our work. I want to give a special recognition to Microsoft, what Thomas have mentioned about the digital skills. There's so many resources that Microsoft and Google has supported us in ensuring that they're in place. And also UK Aid supports some of our projects. That is the digital services project that I have mentioned about, a project that we did with the young women. And it's important to say that when we talk about African Center for Women, it's just not women, but women and youth. But UK Aid, in the digital employability space, they have helped us with several projects that have reached to women. Other beneficiaries that we'll be talking closely to, it's our reach. We have reached to over 300,000 people, and most of these people are youths, and we strongly believe that there are so many other youths outside there that they would want to know how they can partner with us, how they can work closely with us, and most importantly, how they can benefit from our so many other projects that we do have.
And that is beautiful how you've just pronounced some of the things that you do. But we are particularly interested in today's theme. So the theme for the World Youth Skills Day 2023, it's, to be clear, and you quote, skilling teachers, trainers, and youth for a transformative future. So in your opinion, what is the essential role that teachers, trainers, and educators play in providing skills for the young people, especially during the transitions into the labor market, and of course, actively engage in their communities and societies? Because they always say we are the leaders of tomorrow, but we decided as youth that tomorrow is now. And how does the work you do support the efforts to skill the youth?
Wow. I'm in love with the theme for this year for World Youth Skills Day. I think it truly talks to what we do, our mission and vision as Acwict. When we talk about the teachers, the trainers, all the people, all the resources that are used to ensure that we transition the youth, it's important for us to give them the recognition that they deserve. As Acwict, we have over 2,000 resource people. And when I talk about resource people, I'm talking about instructors in the Tvets that we have ensured that we have strengthened in their digital skilling. If you look at technology, it's constantly evolving. And when it's evolving, what happens with that curriculum that Tvet had? What happens with that curriculum that was being used by this particular CBO or other NGOs on the ground? So it's the responsibility of Acwict to ensure that the curriculums that are being used outside there, they are relevant. And how we do that is to adhere to what we have as the theme for World Youth Skills Day by strengthening and empowering the instructors in those Tvets, by strengthening the trainers that we have in different counties, by strengthening what we call as the S4E champion clubs or the champion youths, the champion farmers, to ensure that the content that they're training, the content that they're impacting the youth with outside there, it's quite relevant. So the theme is something that we should be so passionate about. The theme is something that shows how possible is it to transition the youth to the employment employment space by the fact that if we don't strengthen them, if we don't empower them, if we don't build their capacity, the youth will not get the right skills. Hence, a great role for us to play.
I love that, because just yesterday we were talking about what skills and professions and education courses are the most marketable in today's society and how we can help youth get to those. We'll get back into the music with just a little bit of John Drill, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about the work that you're doing, especially around Tvets, with Thomas Ayuaki and Elizabeth Wanja.